Aloha and welcome to Barre Fusion with Band. This knee-friendly lower body workout is great for those of you who may have sensitive knees like I do, or you're just tired of doing a bunch of squats and lunges. So all you need is a band. I have the medium resistant band, and we're gonna go ahead and just put that right above our knees. Again, you just want at least an inch above your knees. You're gonna press your knees and thighs open into the band. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale out. And always starting by feeling our feet to the earth and those deep breaths to guide us. And now let's go into our alternating arm reach with our lateral side bend. You can really drive your elbow towards your hip as you bend your knee. Take a deep breath in and exhale, releasing down. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls. All right, so we're going to start to warm up our body more with these alternating step backs with front arm crossover in front of the chest. Just nice, smooth, flowing arms. And then we're going to reach up, adding that level change for 8. And really drawing the belly in and tucking your tailbone to feel it in the legs. And then we're going to reach our hand down. And really keep the shoulders open, the back strong and straight. And then finishing off back to center. And encourage your leg to press open into the band even more. And then we're going to bring it back to center into these double step outs. Again, these side steps are so good for working the inner and outer thighs. Again, taking some of the work off the quads and helping to strengthen the lateral muscles is going to really help create more balance and ease into the knee joint. And we've heard these called fire walkers, and they really start to burn the legs, and you can always add a little knee bend to add more intensity into this if that feels good. Now we're going to add a little balance challenge here. We're going to go into our standing side leg lifts and really lift your head up at that 12 o'clock. You can always hold on to something if needed. Put energy into your foot flexing, toe and knee forward. You really have to push into that stabilizing legs band as well. And then we're just gonna go back into those double steps. And leading with the outer thigh versus the foot is gonna help keep that foot tracking right underneath and keep everything lined up. So you're really working the glute more than anything. And now we're gonna create balance here, doing those side leg lifts on the other side. When we put intention into our footwork, into that flexion, that's helping to really energize the entire leg from your core, and it's helping to stretch your calf muscles, which can also pull on the knee. This really is such a full body exercise here to create balance and strength. And now just finishing off here. And then we're gonna go into our back leg lifts next. Again, these are burners. I was feeling this workout the next day for sure. So these little tiny movements make a big difference. And then adding this resistance band can really intensify this. Just go slow, keep your toes and your knee facing forward and your belly drawn in with that tilt so there's no movement through your lower back. We're gonna hold it up for pulses, pointing your foot, letting that lift through your thigh so everything's long and energized, and then return back to both feet. So of course we're gonna create balance here on the other side, going into those back leg lifts, starting with flexion. And heel up, toes down. And by adding those T arms, you're continuing to stretch your shoulders and chest and keep your back strong and stable in neutral. No movement through your back. And this really takes some balance too. Your abs are working. Your brain is working. Let's hold it for these pulses here as we stretch it back, those little micro movements. Continue to pelvic tilt, keeping everything strong in your center. And release. Good job. All right, we're gonna go into these step outs, side and back. Again, these really burn the legs and the glutes. And again, you have to press into the band of the standing leg as well to keep that knee from going inward. So keeping everything strong through your center as we tap to the side and tap it back. Let's do it to the other side now. That's it. And again, just using your breath. Each time you tap out, exhaling. That's it. Good, and bring it back. Hopefully you felt those. All right. We're gonna go ahead and take off the band from our legs and we're gonna place it right around our wrists and our hands so we can press out into it. And we're gonna go into a one-leg deadlift. We're just standing on one foot, digging down into our heel as we hinge at our hips down and exhale to drive it up with that tuck of our tailbone. And you can add the leg lift when you're ready. Just keeping your focus on one spot, inhaling down and exhaling up, nice and stacked. The more you feel your energy reaching, the more it will help you balance. And these are challenging for me, but you know when things are challenging, it's just what you need. And so important to build that strength in our posterior chain, to balance out our hips, to strengthen our glutes and hamstrings. You can start to add a little bit more challenge here, extending your leg, and then you can add a knee lift and an arm raise. And once you stop hinging at your hips, stop, and then drive it back up. Breathing in and breathing out, drawing your belly in and up. I'm going to do 2 more. Just taking your time, slow, controlled movement. Again, last one. And release. All right, we're going to balance it out, other side. Again, draw your belly in and up, keeping your spine in neutral, hinging at your hips. Breathe in to lower and exhale to lift. Again, pushing your hands into the band is going to help retract your shoulders back and your spine long. You can kind of play around with your footwork, whether you want to point or flex your foot. Just continue to feel all that energy stretching in opposition and continue to add a challenge as you get more comfortable and focused. And breathing in to lower and breathing out, pushing into your heel to rise up. Just keeping the flow with your breath and your focus spot. So let's just finish off one more. Drawing your belly in and up and then releasing both feet down. All right, so let's go ahead and put the band back onto our legs. We're going to transition down to our mat now, getting a little stronger into our core as we bring ourselves down into a plank, just hinging at your hips and getting to that nice strong scoop and tilt. So we're going to inhale center and exhale, alternating tapping each foot out to the side. And this move is so great for helping to obviously strengthen your core muscles, your abs, glutes, and back, but we're also strengthening those inner and outer thighs, working those lateral muscles to support our joints. Just keeping up with the rhythm. Inhale, exhale. And now bring it back to center once you're even and taking a little stretch back into child's pose. And now let's go ahead and bring it back up. You can either keep the knees down or add more of a challenge, keeping the knees floating right above the ground in neutral spine, going into our heel lifts, starting with our right leg. Again, you can always modify with the knee down, but you're going to feel a lot more challenge, keeping that knee floating right above the mat, and just feeling that little stop point, and then adding little pulses right here at the top. keeping your belly strong. We're gonna bring it down, take a little break here in camel, and then we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So again, root your shoulders in your back, draw your belly in, and we're gonna lift and lower that left heel up and down. Exhale up, inhale down. Shh, shh. Let's keep it strong and controlled. Okay, once you've done 8 to 10, we're gonna pulse it up. Little mini pulses at the top. And keep your belly drawn in, navel to spine, and release. Again, stretching back into camel. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's go ahead and bring our feet forward. All right, so we're gonna roll it down onto our back, going into bridge work next, creating parallel feet, arms to your side. With your thumbs up, take a breath in, and as we exhale, lifting your hips off the ground, giving that press into the band to create extra resistance. So we're inhaling down, exhale, squeeze it up. This exercise is so great for helping to tone your glutes and hamstrings and to stretch out the front of your hips. Inhale down, exhale up. Okay, now we're going to hold it at the top, doing little press opens, little mini pulses. Continue to fire up those glutes and outer thighs. All right, now we're going to put it together, tap, 3 little pulses up, and then 3 pulses open into the band. So tap up 1, 2, 3, and press it open 1, 2, 3. Again, inhale down, exhale up, 2, 3, and open 1, 2, 3. Keep that rhythm. Inhale, exhale, shh, shh, shh. Open, 2, 3, tap. Really isolating those glutes and getting out of the hip flexors. Again, this feels so good to keep stretching out through the front of the shoulders, chest, and hips as well. And you should be feeling a little burn now. I know I am. Keep it going. All right, let's go ahead and finish off. Bring your knees to your chest, big hug. So let's take another deep breath. And then go ahead and release your feet. We're gonna roll off to the side, stacking our knees, our arms underneath us, going into clams. Just keeping your feet together. We're gonna open up the top leg, letting that little hold and squeeze, and then bring it back down. Again, keep drawing in your belly and keeping your hips stable as we find that nice edge and squeeze into the glute to open. Again, this really helps to strengthen your gluteus medius. We're gonna add little pulses here at the top. Let's finish off with a couple more and release. All right, we're gonna go into our straight leg lift now. So go ahead and line up from ear to ankle. Again, flex your foot, keeping the toes and knee forward as we lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. Again, keep your belly strong and drawn in and your shoulders drop down. Shh, shh. And we're gonna hold it at the top. Again, pointing the foot, little mini pulses. Continue to fire up the glutes and release. All right, we're gonna roll into our belly. Again, just stacking your hands underneath your forehead and lifting up your right leg up and down. Now make sure you're keeping your hips in neutral by sucking in and tucking your tailbone to keep your pubic bone and hip bones rooted as you stretch your leg away. And then we're going to hold it at the top, little mini pulses. Again, keep scooping and tilting your pelvis so there's no movement in your lower back. Now we're going to release it down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Singles, inhale down, exhale up. And continue to feel the lengthening away from the crown of your head. We're stretching our leg in those nice long lean muscles as we hold it for pulses right at the top. Again, continue to suck in your belly for support and then release. All right, we're going to go ahead and just roll right to the other side, going into the clams again. Again, opposite side, inhale down, exhale up. And make sure your head is back so everything's staying lined up. And you're feeling that stop point. Again, everything else is stable. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and open. Hold it at the very top for pulses. And release. All right, let's go into our straight leg lift. Again, flex your foot, feeling all that length and reaching. Inhale down, exhale up. All right, just a couple more here. And now let's hold it at the top, little pulses. Again, lifting up through your kneecap, feeling all that length and strength into your leg. And belly drawing in, breathe in, and exhale to release. Now onto our belly, going into our frog lifts, knees open, heels together, and we're flexing our feet. Inhale down, exhale up to lift the thighs as we keep that nice, strong pelvic tilt to keep the lower back stable and hips down. It's so great for the glutes and the hamstrings and stretching out the front of the thighs. Inhale down, exhale up, and then little pulses here at the top. Finishing off strong, balanced, and release. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and press it up and back into downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath, lifting our hips to the sky and pressing our arms forward and heels down. Now looking forward, inhale, exhale, step it forward, ragdoll forward fold. You can hold onto the back of the elbows and add a little rotation side to side to loosen the back. And then let's slowly push down and roll it all the way up. Deep breath in and exhale to release. All right, we're gonna slide the band off and we are all done. I hope you enjoyed this band workout. I know I really felt this the next day. I've been using the band a lot more now and it really works to tone the glutes. So if you like these videos and you wanna see more, please subscribe and share this with someone you think who might like it. Until next time, have an amazing day and keep shining.